Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you've had a strong drink and a fist fight with her.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I have news about the dragons.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Greymane would never make steel feel for the Legion.
What can you tell me about Whiterun?
Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Stay sharp. Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you've had a strong drink and a fist fight with her.
Yes. Until next time.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
You get a lot of attention from men?
You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
Someone giving you trouble?
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
What a fine evening. How are you, milady?
Hello, friend.
Milady, I would think I am not the only head you turn.
Come and visit at my shop sometime, in the market. Farewell.
Quick stop for food and water, perhaps? Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
What a quaint seat.
Look alive, will you?
Yes, Mum. You want a drink?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Excuse me.
Huh? Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Warwickstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie
Let
and
me
you
know if
drink
there's anything
love
else you
mead. Now I
need."
think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the
Of course.
Ragnar was boastful no more.
Hi there.
When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Hello.
Huh? That doesn't change anything. I'll teach you to talk to me that way. Nah, I don't think so. I don't have to take that from you.
Good time to stretch my legs out. This seat could be more comfortable.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Need anything else? Just let me know. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Where can I learn more about magic?
Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord.
Staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth.
Heard any rumors lately?
Days come and gone.
I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. I think I've got some mugs need scrubbing.
Down with
What a
Ulfric,
quaint
the
seat.
killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
Greymane or Battleborn?
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean.
Long live the
of
Empire.
scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
What?
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're
This is
on.
a local favorite.
Greymane or
Songs
Battleborn?
I never learned. Ragnar the Red.
Battleborn.
Oh, there once was a
Then I
hero
say,
named
well
Ragnar
met,
the
friend.
Came
I
riding
could tell
to
you were a
Whiterun
sharp
from
one the
Warwick's
moment I
Stead.
laid eyes on you. Stay safe.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
Oh, did you need something?
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar
Lady,
the Red, when he
could
met
you
the
spare a
shield
coin?
maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and
Oh,
you
thank
lie
you.
and you drink
Divines,
wine. Now
bless
I
your
think
kind
it's
heart."
high time that you lie down and bleed." So then came clashing and slashing of steel.
Why
as
are
the
you
brave
begging?
lass Matilda charged in full of
It's-
zeal.
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mom. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
I could adopt you if you want.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
No, I don't.
Oh, well. Thanks anyway, I suppose.
You look strong. Come to Orvasker and be a companion.
Who are the companions?
The companions are my family. We fight so that other people don't have to. We bring honor and glory to ourselves and each other.
Where do you stand on the war?
Too confusing for me. Empire, Nords, Talos, who cares? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning.
Why did you join the companions?
Vilkas and I have been here since we were little whelps. Our father Jurgen raised us here. Even Vigner couldn't remember companions younger than us. All right then.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son?
The finest cuts, fresh
What
from
of
the wilds.
Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
Who's the best blacksmith in Skyrim?
I can tell you're new around here asking a question like that. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Orvasker, the Companion's Mead Hall. Oh, there's no finer smith in the Nine Halls. You should ask him about his work. It's the only subject that'll get him talking. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up, dung-sniffing Battleborns.
The Battleborns.
Don't even get me started on that lot. Huh, they put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure, they've got money, but they ain't got a shred of honor between them. Grey Mane. Huh, now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got roots in Whiterun. We've got history.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son
Breadstew,
still lives.
had enough
I
of
feel
fish
it
and
in my
fowl?
heart.
Treat yourself
So
and your
tell
kin
me,
to a choice
Basil,
I
cut of
work
steak
with my
or a
mother.
tender rack of
Self-fruits
ribs.
and
Where are
veg-
you holding my furrow?
It's fun most days, but hard work.
Do you believe this
Mother.
old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar.
The finest cuts,
prisoner.
fresh from the wilds.
Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Chops and steaks fit for a jarl.
Crops in my farm. Doubt it's one of your kin. Comfort rot in prison. Out of the way. I'm surprised you had the wits to notice, Alfred. What with your nose buried so far up the Emperor's backside, you won't be laughing when the foul
love you! I love.
I've already put in a claim to the land and property you'll forfeit. When you found a collaborator, I'll remember that when the storm
future of Skyrim!
No,
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. The Imperials silence us because they fear us. They are cowards. Cowards and fools who have forgotten the truth.
What can you tell me about Talos?
Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended... If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. The very idea is inconceivable to our elven overlords, sharing the heavens. With man? Ha! They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth. Today, they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Do the elves take your homes? Your businesses? Your children? Your very lives? And what does the Empire do? Nothing! Nay, worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Balmor against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks, and face the word of mighty Talos. He who is both man and divine. For we are the children of man. We shall inherit all heaven and earth.
I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these. If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means.
If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
I only
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. My lord, please, you have to listen.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen? You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right! What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon turns my hold and slaughters my people.
The element of surprise
send a detachment
shall be
to
my
Riverwood at
weapon.
once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. Farengar is probably puttering around in his lab. day and night. I'm not sure he ever sleeps. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
What are the duties of a court wizard?
I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
The Jarl said you had a project you needed help with.
Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Anything you can tell me about Bleak Falls Barrow?
An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there.
How do you know this stone tablet is in Bleak Falls Barrow?
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College
to fight
in
this
Winterhold.
dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
So good to see you.
How can you protect Whiterun from the dragons?
With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do.
Why do you think Ulfric killed the High King?
No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could.
Whose side are you on?
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. Keep safe.
Not the elves or their toadies will rule Skyrim.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecarl. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety.